just talk to her. She's looking at the live stream. I just want to make sure we can be heard.
Hi, Granny J. How are you? Can you see me and hear me and everything? Everything cool?
Sounds good.
Sounds fine.
Yeah. Let me go check. Okay. I'm gonna check and make sure we're good.
Okay. I'll just keep talking into this, okay? So, I was thinking about, I'm actually not Indian. I know I look Indian, but what happened was I was actually white, and what happened was I was in a tanning bed, and my friends kind of forgot about me. I fell asleep, and 3 hours later I came out, and I just had this really big hankering for curry and, gas stations. Korean gas stations. So this is pretty dope. I really like all these things. Was
We're
it
good. It's beautiful, dude.
nice?
It is beautiful.
Just make sure nobody gets in here. Is what you said?
Well, it's just I gotta turn the microphone off now.
Okay, so it's cool now?
Yeah, so I'm turning all the mics off. wish we had copyrighted music that wasn't copyrighted that we can play right now. But instead, we would give you a homegrown concoction from Scotty Steinhoff, which he did with a series of bongs, pipes, and one-hitters. And I think it jams. I think we can say that stoners are pretty good at jamming. We're almost there. It's playing behind you if you want to watch.
The Comedy Grinder. Streaming live worldwide from the First Church of Cannabis. Tonight, Grant Volkmar, Suhail Khan, Jimmy Shaw, Logan Hendry, Jerry Goebel. Tonight's episode,
Jerry's false flag birthday.
or
Gladio couldn't make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the First Church of Cannabis Comedy Grinder. Please give it up for the very funny Grant Volkmar.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be here in Indy. I turned 27 years old recently, and I had a friend of mine tell me, hey, watch out, man. Make sure you don't join the 27 Club. I was like, I don't think you know the definition of the 27 Club. The 27 Club is Hendrix, it's Joplin, it's Cobain, it's being a rock star, overdosing and dying before your time. The closest I have had to the 27 Club is I got so fucked up last summer I forgot how to play guitar. You know, which would have been a real fucking heartbreaking bummer if I hadn't sold my guitar for drugs like a month before, you know. I had another friend tell me recently that she thought I was going to be a shitty dad. Which, like, you know, to each their own, but go fuck yourself. And, like, right now, would I be a shitty dad? Hell yeah, I sold my guitar for drugs. But I'd like to think that one day, right, one day I could get it together and be a cool dad. Like, I think I'm going to be such a cool, relaxed dad one day. All my kids are going to die at least 2 decades before me. You know, like, Jimmy, if you're going to do heroin, overdose, and die before your time, I'd rather you do it in the fucking house, man. You know? I don't want to scrape you off the sidewalk like your fucking sister, you know? When I was a kid, I drank a can of Mountain Dew without a coaster and left a ring on the coffee table. And my dad said, see, this is why we can't have nice things. It's like, what kind of fucking barn-raising Quaker is like, here's my coffee table, pure maple, it's one of my nice things. Like, Dad, I've gotten nicer coffee tables out of the treasure chest at the dentist. And I'm 10 and I have 3 cavities, you know? And Dad, we both know the real reason we can't have nice things is because you bought a Chinese baby and now Santa doesn't like us as much as he used to. You know, because we're broke, but also because Santa likes Chinese kids just a little bit less. That's Santa's racism, not mine, you know? Okay. I went back for Father's Day a couple weeks ago, and I was at my parents' house, and I have a bunch of siblings, but they're all grown, they're all out of the house, and I took a shower in one of the guest bedrooms at the house, and one thing led to another, and I jerked off in the shower, pulled myself back together, went upstairs. My mom goes, hey, make sure you get your shit out of the bathroom. Your sister wants to take a bath in there when she gets back. And so I ran downstairs and I scrubbed that shit like I came a hot oil spill in a sad pelican's face, you know? Sit still, you victim of natural disaster. And I scrubbed and I scrubbed, and it was like, this might not be completely necessary, but I smoke a lot of weed and I jerk off a lot, and yeah, on one end it would be nice to know that I'm not impotent, but on the other end I can't afford my sister's half-hearted bathtub abortion, so I'm poor. That's the moral of the joke. I went to the mall with my mom recently, and we sat down and we ate cheesecake at the fucking Cheesecake Factory. And the waitress goes, I just need to tell you how nice it is to see a mother and her grown son out living life together, loving each other, spending time together. I hope I have that relationship with my son someday. And my mom goes, how do you think she knew I was your mom? I was like, I don't know, what do you mean? She goes, how do you think she knew I wasn't your sister? Because you're fucking 51? What do you want? She goes, oh, she didn't know us. I could have been your girlfriend or something. I was like, oh, sorry, so rather than appear 51 your actual age, you'd rather I appear I was fucking my mom at the Cheesecake Factory. I don't know how that works out, but then the bill came and it was like $77 for 2 fucking slices of cheesecake, and I was like, hey babe, pull that card out real quick. I have a friend who said, I don't vote because I'm uninformed and uneducated and I shouldn't be putting myself in the middle of America's problems. But I have a friend who said, listen, I understand you don't vote, but like, what about the creatures that can't look out for themselves? Like, you know, there are millions of homeless people starving, dying on the street every year. There are millions of dogs and cats dying unnecessarily in the shelters every year. What about them? It's like, feed the dogs to the people? Is this difficult? Is this... We can set Sweeney Todd to Sarah McLachlan for like 2 years and feed the whole fucking world, you know? I used to work wedding catering shit, and it was cool because, you know, you just work with people, spend a little time with them, go your separate ways, get on with it. And I met this girl, Ramika, and we were outside smoking a cigarette, having a good time, talking about school and shit. We come back inside, and we're walking through, and this little old white lady and little old black lady are sitting together. And they stop us, and they go, we need to tell you guys how beautiful it is coming from the America we came from to see a lovely young white man and a lovely young black woman spending time together, enjoying each other's company. It warms our hearts. And Ramika goes, I don't want to hear none of that civil rights bullshit, and just dips. And leaves me standing there as some sort of statue to all racism before 1970, you know? And I sat, and I didn't know what to say. I don't know how to talk to women over the age of 60. And I said the only diplomatic thing that came to mind. I was like, bitches be crazy, right? Nothing eases over racism like a little good old-fashioned sexism, you know? I went to this girl's house recently for a party, and she wasn't my friend, she was a friend of my female friend. And my friend warned me ahead of time, and she goes, hey, just so you know, my friend, she's cool, but she can be kind of hard to deal with, and I felt like I needed to warn you. Which in like chick speak, as far as goes through my head, is like, she's not a bitch, like, until she is one. And so I'm expecting a problem the whole time, right? And I get up and I go to the bathroom at one point, and I take a piss, but I don't wash my hands. because there are only bath towels hanging, and for some reason that's become acceptable practice to dry your hands in somebody else's bath towel, when in reality, if people could go to jail for what they've done to bath towels, nobody would be sitting in this room right now. People, anything awful that has ever come out of a human body has at some point been absorbed by a bath towel, and somebody has dried their hands in it, and I'm not playing into it, you know? I'd rather trust my grip than trust your towel. And I walk out the door, and this girl goes, I didn't hear the water running. I was like, fucking, excuse me? She goes, I've been standing here, and I didn't hear the water running. I know you didn't wash your hands. And I was like, well, you only have bath towels hanging up. She goes, that's no fucking excuse. I was like, oh, this is the friend, huh? This is the friend, like, let's do this. And I was like, honestly, I would rather spit in my hands and dry them on my own fucking balls than on your fucking bath towel. I was like, I would rather leave here. I don't give a fuck what happens. Get the fuck out of my face. I don't care if it's your birthday or anyone else's birthday. Get away. She goes, I don't live here. I was like, so you're just some bitch that confronts dudes outside of bathrooms? I'm going to call it there, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Grant Volkmar, ladies and gentlemen. Grant Volkmar from Bloomington. Our next performer coming up to the stage, Indianapolis funny comic. Please give it up for Suhail Khan. Suhail Khan. Hey, Suhail, turn on your mic.
Can you hear me now? That's crazy, man. Did you know that Indians actually have this power where, like, if we talk in a normal voice, it sounds like we have a microphone on, and now I'm just bullshitting, but it's okay. Because you probably believe anything I say. It's like, dude, this guy can charm snakes like Haji. This guy's got magical powers. You don't know that shit? It's like, yes, I'm from the mystical East. How many of you guys like Disney? You guys like Disney? Anyone? I like Disney. Yeah, cool. So there's this there's like a new Disney movie coming out called Moana or whatever. So she's like a native Hawaiian princess. So I thought, like, why is there not a Latina princess yet? I mean, I'm not Latino or anything, but I think, like, that's not fair, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it. There's a Native American princess, Pocahontas. There's Princess Tiana, the black princess. There's Princess Jasmine, who's like Indian. There's Mulan, who's Chinese, but they still don't have a Latino one yet. Probably because, like, they'd make it like really racist and stuff. Like, this is okay, Disney boardroom, Latina princess, go. Ooh, she's Catholic. Good job. Okay, her grandma's name is Maria. Prince Juan is a landscaper. Okay, I like where this is going. She has a quinceañera. Oh, cool. There's a piñata voiced by George Lopez. George Lopez. Oh, he hasn't been like famous for like 5 years, but okay. You don't want to go with Gabriel Iglesias or Fluffy or something? It's like, oh, and here's you know how what's the plot of the story? Okay, so you know how entangled he has to save her from the tower, Rapunzel. So instead, the princess is going to be on the other side of the wall that Donald Trump built, and Prince Juan has to go over the wall to save her. Oh, this is so awesome, topical. And I'm just like over here like, leave Princess Guadalupe alone. Just stop. It's crazy. So I was driving by this motel the other day, and I forgot what the name is. It's not important, but we'll just call it Motel Ratchet. Because, like, it had this sign that says clean bed sheets. And I was like, what? It's like, you're supposed to have clean bed sheets. That's like something I assume, and when you put that up there, it makes me suspicious. Like, do you usually not have clean bed sheets? Like, it's such a big deal that you're like, oh, Bill, guess what? What is it, Brian? We got clean bed sheets. Oh, shit! Let's have a party. Oh, this is like, guys, this is like an eclipse or something. It only happens like once in every 10 years or like a freaking leap year. Put it on the sign. Put it on the sign, Bill. Today is a new day for Motel Ratchet. Watch out, Hilton. We're coming to take your business. And like, I'm just like, think of it like this. Let me use another example. You go to a bar, right? You see an attractive person, whatever gender you're into, right? Everything's good. They want to have sex with you, you want to have sex with them, it's mutual consent, and you're both not underage, so it's cool, all right? Everything's cool. Except for one little thing. They have a tattoo on their forehead that says, I don't have AIDS. Would you have sex with that person? I think I would think twice. I'd be like, whoa, what's up with the tattoo, homie? And then she'd be like, well, I don't have it. Yeah, but now I'm like suspicious. Like, did you have AIDS before? Or like, what are you trying to say? Like, do you mean hearing aids? Like, because that's the type of AIDS I hope you're talking about. But I mean, it's just like, it's just very, very, now I have so many questions. All I'm saying is that you don't go to the damn Hilton and expect to see a big ass sign that says like, we don't have any bed bugs. Also, all of our maids understand English. It's like, damn, Guadalupe's moving up in the world. Woo! So, okay, I like this one. Have you ever noticed that, like, rapper names? I thought about this the other day when I was, like, really high because I had nothing else to think about. It's like, hey, man, what if rapper names are just describing their dick? Lil Wayne, Big Sean, Fat Joe. Ew, I don't even want to think what that looks like. Crunchy Black. These are all real rap names, by the way. Crunchy Black. Who the hell names? Seriously? The worst one is, Little Twist is bad. Like, ooh, that sounds painful. Little Twist. Heavy D. Heavy D. It's like, oh my god, I know my bitch told me that I was supposed to she got like boob implants and ass implants, and she's like, hey, why don't you get some dick implants? And I was like, okay, cool, let's get some dick implants. And now I got this big ass dick, because I'm heavy D, and I really just want to be light D, because every time that I go to the urinal, my dick hits the wall. And I don't know how many dicks have been over there. Just call me light D. That's so, man. Okay, what do you call it when a radioactive bitch gives you head? A glow job. See what I did there? What do you call it when a snowman gives you head? Snow job. You can see where this is going. What do you call it when a porn star gives you head? Pro job. What do you call it when Lindsay Lohan gives you head? A mistake. Just don't. It's bad for you. So, it's like, Indiana doesn't have any beaches except Indiana Beach, but that's not a real beach. But it's like, I was thinking for the purpose of this joke, I'm on a beach. So, you know how people are like, they have that little thing like, sun's out, guns out, right? But then, so I was on the beach, I was like, hey guys, sun's out, guns out. But I kind of forgot that I wore the wrong skin color that day, and that as a Muslim guy, it's not very smart to like say that out loud. So I was like, hey guys, sun's out, guns out. Ah, there's an ISIS attack, run! I was like, oh shit, now all the bitches is gone. There's my uncle Jasprit over there. He's like, very good joke, son. And I'm like, get the hell out of here. You're not wearing a bikini. Get out of here. You're so freaking hairy. God. Your armpits have hair. It's what. So have you ever noticed that people use the word pussy, ass, dick, and boob as like insult, like you boob, but like people are sexually attracted to those things? You ever think about it? It's just weird. It's like, what are you trying to say? It's like you're sending mixed messages. Like, I hate you, but I also want to have sex with you. It's like, I don't know, just a food for thought, guys. Some food for thought. So my dad's, he's cool, but he's like a little bit racist. He's like, I don't know. I was like, hey, Dad, I want to marry LaToya. So, well, I swear to God, if you bring a black woman into this house, I'm like, she's white. Oh. Well, you should still pick an Indian girl because, arranged marriages are great and da-da-da. And, she can cook the good food. And because of Indian culture, she's a doctor. Welcome to the family, LaToya. You bring us lots of money. Because if there's one thing that Indian people love more than culture, it's money. Because they're cheap as hell. True story. This is a true story. So it was my 16th birthday, right? Dad's like, hey, Suhail, you should shave your face, look nice. And I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I didn't think, I was like, what the hell? All right, so shave my face, right? So we go to Golden Corral, right? That's the birthday dinner. Like, like not Red Lobster, Golden Corral. I'm like, all right. And so we go to the cash register, right? Or the cashier. Dad's like, Suhail, look over there. I was like, what? And he's like, he is 12 years old, so give us the discount child menu. I'm like, you cheap ass. on my 16th birthday. And I'm like, you ass, that's why you made me shave. Like, I saved $3. I'm like, oh no, you just lost your dignity. So apparently your dignity is worth $3. He's like, get the hell out of here. I'm gonna beat you when we get home. I'm like, you. Oh, I'm 16. This is not supposed to happen to me. Hey, want to see my impression? This is a OCD guy masturbating. 26, 27, 20. Oh God, it's everywhere. It's disgusting. Oh, I have to hand sanitizer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to. I gotta start over. July 15th. Got to 30. 1, 2, 3. I like that one. Thank you guys. Here's another. So I went to this Muslim restaurant or whatever, and they had like halal food, which is like the Muslim version of kosher. But that's not the important part. The important part is, guess what street it was on? I cannot make this up. ISIS Boulevard. Like, it's like when you're making a Muslim restaurant and you have the choices like, hey, it's ISIS Boulevard, let's make a Muslim restaurant right here. I was like, you idiots. It's like, you don't see the Tea Party and the Republican Party. It's like, Ku Klux Lane, let's build it right here, Ku Klux Lane. Aryan Nation Boulevard. What are you doing, you fools? It's like, yes, we have another location on Al-Qaeda Street and Al-Shabaab Lane. It's like, you idiot. Like, visit our African one, Boko Haram Drive. Like, get the hell out of here, man. Just stop. So like being Muslim is like, it's fun, but it's like when I die and go to heaven, right? I'm like, Allah, what's up? Where's my 72 virgins, man? Where are they at? And he's like, all right, here you go. Version 1 is your basic bitch. She's got a tramp stamp. She's got a dolphin tattoo on her ankle. She loves to do yoga, and she loves pumpkin spice lattes. Okay. What's the next version 2.0? We've got, this is the premium package. She's got a sense of humor upgrade, and the nagging glitch has been removed. Oh my God. What's the next one? Because I'm like, what can be better than this? I mean, I'm in heaven, man. It just keeps getting better and better. And he's like, version 3.0 has everything that the first two versions have, plus it does anal. Give me that one! Now! This is my kind of heaven. Woo! But sometimes I think, I just like, I'm the only one who can say that without in this room without getting like tomatoes thrown at. It's like, he could get away with it. But it's like sometimes I think Allah's got it twisted. I'm like, 72 virgins? Why do I want 72 virgins? I get 72 like porn stars. It's like, this is supposed to be heaven, man. It's like, think outside the box, Allah. Think outside the crescent or whatever you want to call it. What if Jesus was Muslim? That would be so awkward. He'd be like, this sucks. You guys are so depraved. I don't even know what the star would be. But like, yeah. But so I was like, why not 72 porn stars? Because think about it. They're more experienced. They'd be willing to do kinky shit. Officer Muhammad here. You're being arrested for the crime of being sexy. Put on these fluffy handcuffs. You know, they'd be down for shit like that. But like, and then they wouldn't like come after like 3 minutes. And then they would be like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable with anal. Bitch, this is heaven. This is stupid. Give me my money back. Where's the Christian heaven at? Screw this. I'm becoming a Jehovah's Witness. Get me out of here. This is horrible. It's like, just send me to hell. Just send me to hell. So, I don't know, but like, I went clubbing the other day, and like, I haven't been clubbing in a while, and like, damn, like, women nowadays like very scantily clad, immodest. It's like, I was like, damn, I ain't seen that much ass since the plumber came to fix my toilet. Ever plunged with the devil in the pale full moon? I like that one. That one's funny. Wow, I just made a dick gesture with this mic, so make that what you will. So I want to do another impression. This one's called Stupid Steve. Hey, Stupid Steve, introduce yourself. Well, howdy, y'all. My name's Stupid Steve. How y'all doing today? All right, Steve. Today we're going to test your intelligence. Please use the word concubine in a sentence. A concubine is a mistress for a king. I'll use it in a sentence. King Solomon had over 72 concubines. Now you try using it. My favorite animal is a concubine because it got quills and shit. I was like, do you even know? Wow, are you huffing paint? Like, seriously. All right, we're going to try this one more time. Please use the word ejaculate in a sentence. Ejaculate, to have an orgasm. When I see pictures of Hillary Clinton, I ejaculate. I just had to say. There's no way you could get this wrong. Oh my God, there's a big earthquake coming. Everybody ejaculate the city. Women and children, get out first. You idiot, get out of here. That's not the type of ejaculate I'm talking about. Hey, so you guys know how they have like drive-through chapels in Las Vegas to get married? I don't know if there's already a thing yet, but if it's not, I want to copyright this shit. But like drive-through brothels, it'll be like, there's a welcome to McBrothels, how can I help you? Yeah, can I get a large Mexican whore with extra gonorrhea? Sure. Hey, is this Bill Clinton? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, isn't your wife like, no, just give me the whore. It's like, what kind of toppings would you like on that? It's like, tears, daddy issues, broken college dreams. You're one sick. She has to be an intern. What? You sick bastard. Would you like to supersize that Mexican for 20 cents? Hell yeah. You don't gotta ask old Bill. He's down for whatever. You know he's just gonna be having more sex if his wife is just like, hey, now I could just have sex with your interns too. And then to get back at him, she's gonna be like, hey, how do you feel about this cunnilingus, Bill? He's like, I always thought I was a cunnilingus. Damn. All right, please. Anything else with that? No, that's all. Please pull up to the window to collect Guadalupe. Guadalupe? Holy shit, is that Disney princess? God damn. Call back, bitches. So I like Google, but I'm getting annoyed because I don't give a shit whose birthday it is. It's like Google do, today is the birthday of Calvin Thompson, inventor of the abacus. I don't give a shit. I type in boobs, show me some boobs. I don't want to see no abacuses, abaci. I don't know, like whatever the plural of abacuses is. Penises, peni, clitori, clitorises. It's like, hey, I would like some peni pasta. You mean penne? No, I mean peni. I was like, oh, so you want a plate of dicks? Yes. Wow, okay. So this next joke is gonna show you like how stereotypical my family is. But like we were going to this Indian party, right? And I was wearing a pair of those puffy Aladdin white pants. No shit. And they're kind of translucent, right? So I was wearing these dark blue boxers, and my mom's like, so hey, you can see our boxers. I'm like, so what do we do about it? He's like, and this is really actually what she said. Well, I have one of your dad's old briefs. I'm like, hell no! I'm not putting my dick in the same place my dad put his dick, because that's incest. I'm like, no. And he's like, and I'm like, second of all, weren't they brown last week? He's like, yes, but I washed them. That is disgusting. That tells me too much. And plus, I don't want to smell like curry, midlife crisis, and premature ejaculation. So get that shit away from me. It worked, and I didn't wear anything. I just wore those, so then everybody could see my peni. Oh, jeez. So it wouldn't be right if I didn't put some weed jokes in there. So you know how like they say God is the most high? He must have some bomb-ass weed, guys. I'm just saying. Jesus already looks like a hippie. I mean, and he was all into natural shit, so he has to be smoking. He must be packing that pot, Like, hey, Jesus, let me get a toke off that. Here you go, Peter. Just don't betray me for like pieces of silver or anything, you ass. He's like, Judas, you don't get any. Nothing for you, stupid Judas. So, so Obama admitted when he was younger that he smoked weed, and Michael Phelps smoked weed. So I don't understand why I'm not the king of the world and I don't have 50 gold medals yet. I mean, come on, guys. The correlation is like, I've been smoking enough years that I think I should have like at least 50 gold medals. This actually happened to me, but after one of my shows, a guy came up and was like, hey, is it true that Indian guys jizz curry? What? have you been getting your facts from like Laffy Taffy rappers and shit? Like, what is that? He's like, no, seriously, is it true that Indian man jizz curry? Because if so, my wife would like to meet you on room 304 of the Hilton. Tastiest facial ever. Would you like takeout or would you like it here, ma'am? He's like, it feels like there's pepper spray in my eyes. This is the guy who thinks that Arab people jizz oil and that black people shit fried chicken. It's like, this is probably what this guy thinks. He's like, shit, I'm too lazy to go to KFC. Daquan, come over here. You have diarrhea, right? This is crazy. It's like, you ass. All right. I know it's bad. So I was thinking about the strengths of, like, if I was an Indian, what race I'd want to be, because I think about this stuff when I'm high. I have too much time on my hands. So I was like, okay, so if I was Mexican, I'd be good at landscaping, and I'd be killer at making tacos, right? If I was black, I'd be really good at basketball, and I'd have a ginormous dick. If I was white, if I was Chinese, I'd be very good at math, and I'd be very good at doing, screw you guys. All problem, it's all your fault. Okay. Very good. Okay. So, my friend, he got coupons to a strip club. I'm like, first of all, how poor, broke, and desperate and horny do you have to be like, oh, goddamn, Google's only showing me Calvin Thompson abacuses. I need some porn right now. Coupons for a strip club. Obviously, this guy was Indian, because who else is that damn cheap? He's like, if I'm going to see titties, I want to see titties on a budget. Boobs on a budget. I'm like, you ass, get out of here. Hey, they have a new underage strip club in Saudi Arabia. It's called Zits and Tits. Horrible. I'm going to end with that. All right, bye, guys. You guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Suhail Khan, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Suhail. Right on. Thank you so much, Suhail. We're getting ready to keep this show going. Got your next performer coming up here. He's been here before. Real good friend of the show. Please give it up for the very funny Jimmy Shaw. Jimmy Shaw.
What is up, Comedy Grinder? You guys having a good time so far tonight? A few of you guys are. I was excited to come down here, man. I got down here early. Was down in downtown Indiana. Anybody? Indianapolis? Anyone downtown? Just me. There was a lot of nice people down there. We were walking around down there, and I heard somebody say, "Hey, faggot!" Nice Ray-Bans. I looked at my partner back there. I said, "Can you believe that? Governor Pence thinks these are real Ray-Bans." Fuck Governor Pence, man. And Governor Pence and Trump together, what do you think about that? Yeah, man. They're going to be building walls around every Mexican, gay, and pot smoker from Key West to Anchorage. Everywhere. I don't want to get into politics. I almost didn't make it here on time. We stopped down the street at the McDonald's, and I waited there for 2 hours in the restroom, waiting on an employee to come and wash my hands. Like the sign says. I was pissed. Pissed off. And that guy went out there and I raised hell. And I raised so much hell till they apologized. Apologized. And they gave me this Coke. And it appears that two companies are having a karaoke contest. Have you seen this? I'm the only one that eats this at McDonald's. They're having a karaoke contest where they want you to post a video of yourself singing into a cup. A cup. But hey, man, this is the perfect opportunity. Would this video not go viral? Right here tonight, me, I got my cup. I could sing. And we could submit it, right? Who would vote for this video? Yeah? So, hold on a minute. I'd like to buy the world of Coke, and I guess I'll upsize it. Right? Was that perfect for McDonald's, huh? That's it. And Coca-Cola, man, we got all of them. And like me and his cup and his healing plant behind me. It would go viral, right? Yeah. I think it would. So, I mean, this is the target audience for Coke and McDonald's, right? Yeah. We got them right here. And, you know, hey, wait, don't go anywhere until the intermission. But this could probably backfire, you know, me being the spokesperson for them. You know, because it's going to strike all kinds of conversation like, no, you go get it. No, you go get it. I did it last time. I'll buy if you fly. No, you go get it. You know? I mean, it could backfire, so it may not do any good for them. Getting old. Anybody getting old? Yes. Finally, I'm in a room with people my age. What? Well, how old are we tonight? Not everybody at once. Just old enough to know better. That's good. That's good. I'm getting old, and they told me I need bifocals. And, you know, they say the same thing about bifocals as they do about anal sex, right? You got to get used to it. And you got to move your head around, right? So after a long time of not having to get glasses, I got bifocals, but I got the kind with no lines. Anybody got those? It's one person. I thought if I was going to get the clap tonight, I was going to have to go to Beach Grove, but I got one back there. I got the kind with no lines because I started thinking about all the people that are telling me I wouldn't like the ones with no lines, and they're fucking old. You know, like your age. Just kidding. I mean, they're old, you know, and old people don't like change, am I right? They've been through a lot, man. They've already had to get used to bifocals with lines and black people sitting where the fuck they want on a bus. You know, how much change can these people do in one lifetime, right? They're damn sure not going to get used to bifocals without lines and gay people getting married. Not going to happen. You know, they've had enough. Gay people getting married, yeah. But I did get the kind with no lines, and I find myself, anyone, just me and you, where you at, my lineless bifocal person? She's not even answering now. But pretend she just did. She just did. Hey, when you find yourself getting used to these things, I mean, you're like this, right? Just trying to get the right thing. And you guys don't know, but one day you guys are going to know. You're going to need bifocals, and you're going to be going, trying to adjust on what's going on. And you kind of lose yourself in the moment. You know, you lose track of stuff that's going around you, and that's kind of dangerous. I apparently offered to give this guy at work a blowjob in the parking lot. And all I was trying to do was read his shirt. I was reading his shirt. I figured out later that we were negotiating price when I was down on the fine print. Yeah. And he gave me $100 when I was done. You know. Gave me $100, man. So, I talk about all that stuff. I was talking about superheroes. Did I talk about superheroes? No. Oh, yeah. Walking around downtown. I love it how there's always stuff going on downtown. And there's always that theater troupe. You know what I'm talking about? Are you guys from Indy? And there's that theater troupe, and they're all dressed up like Elmo and the superheroes. Are you with me? Yeah, they're down around all the Colts games and the Pacer games, and they probably don't get out during the WNBA, but they may. They're down there for a lot of different things, and they're roaming around everywhere, and you're like, oh, look. Black Batman. And I got a 4-year-old son. He's really into him. So, you know, I track these guys down. I got my picture taken with Black Batman, Black Wolverine, Black Spider-Man. How do you know I know he was black? He was wearing a family reunion shirt. He was wearing a family reunion shirt. Google that, white people. It's fun. And I talked to him, and some cops killed his Uncle Ben. So that's Spider-Man. Got my picture taken with the Black Spider-Man. And I wear a lot of different superhero shirts, but there's some superhero shirts I'll probably never wear, like Piano Man. That's freaking lame, man. Culligan Man? No way, man. Robin? No way, man. Robin, man. They say some species of bats eat small birds. So I've always been a little bit leery of that relationship. Batman and Robin. Been leery. And recently I got bit by a dog. All right? And it wasn't just any dogs, like it was in a parking lot. And some fucking little dog come up and bit me. And I waited, trying to get superheroes, man. Because I didn't, superpowers, you know? I thought something would come. It's been 3 weeks. I've just been laying around licking my balls. Licking my balls, man. And I did that at work, and they took me up front. You know? And I went in there, and they're like, Jimmy, they're going to fire you, dude. They're going to fire you. And I went in there, and the labor relations lady went to reach to shake my hand, and I sniffed her butt. So we're good. We're good, man. Charges have been dropped. Charges have been dropped, man. I don't even want superpowers, right? I mean, I just want to be able to wear tights all over town and not be mocked like Batman. You know, that dude don't have any superpowers, right? He just walks around in tights. And his only superpower was inheriting money, you know? And, you know, as a society, we should be worried that we were just Richie Rich's parents turning down a wrong alley away from him being Batman. You know? Him and that dog. Shit, Dollar. I just remember that. That's add-on. You guys got the extra bonus. So, you know, we love all the superheroes, red and yellow, black and white. Even the green ones are precious in our sight. I got a 4-year-old, and his first favorite superhero was the Incredible Hulk, you know. And of all the guys that should be wearing some kind of elastic pants, the Incredible Hulk wears jeans, you know, and he rips the shit out of him every time he gets mad. If I was a Hulk, it'd be like a never-ending cycle, right? You turn to the Hulk, you fight crime, you come down, and you realize you rip your fucking pants. Oh, smash! You know, you're mad all over again. And it'd be everywhere I go, man. You're at the stoplight. That cocksucker in front of you don't see the light turn green. You're sitting. I'm the only one that gets mad when that guy just sits there. Probably updating his Facebook. Why is this guy behind me honking? That was a dumb part. I'll leave that part out next time. Maybe. Now you guys are catching on a little bit, you know. Untangling your earbuds, am I right? Would that not set you over the edge? I think it freaking would. I think it would. You know, everyone's attached to their phones these days. Everyone's looking down at them, and then they came out with this Pokemon Go. Anybody playing this? Good. Let's talk about them. These people, they're all like, they're walking into these things and they're going into people's houses, businesses, they're trampling over graves while people are mourning. I mean, for a Pikachu or whatever the heck these things are, man. And I think that these people, I seen a grown-ass woman chase one of the things across the street with 3 kids in tow. You know, and everyone's all like, you're a hater, leave them alone. And they're all like, we're 90s kids. We like nostalgia. Leave them alone. They're going outside and getting exercise. But they're doing all this other stuff. They're robbing you at gunpoint, waiting on you because there's a turtle right there. You know why? Have you heard this? Yes, it's getting crazy. It's out of hand. But, you know, and I hope some of these people that are doing this, karma gets them. You know what I mean? They're out playing this shit. And your girlfriend, who's already been showing her titties on Facebook for about 2 years, she starts having guys over, you know, and she's doing whatever, catching stuff, getting the herpes. These guys are going to come home, and they're never going to be able to enjoy that, you know, with the herpes. They're going to be saying, honey, can you pick at you scabs? Oh, that was a bad joke, man. The devil made me tell that joke. He did. And we know the devil's not real smart because he would challenge somebody to a fiddle playing contest in a state less likely to have good fiddle players. Am I right? Like Rhode Island or Utah. No, he went down to Georgia. Stupid ass. No wonder he got kicked out of heaven. But anyway, they ought to put warning labels on these apps for the Pikachu or whatever. And I don't know how you do that. Do they put like a little thing comes on the screen? You know how it always, are you sure you want to do that? That's gonna be like, are you sure you want to look like an idiot walking around these things? You know, they put warning labels on about everything nowadays. This morning, you know, and a lot of it's just common sense stuff, but this morning, right on my toothpaste, there was a warning label and it said, Jimmy, if you don't stop talking to bitches on the internet, well, cut your balls off. That's hitting close to home. That is hitting close to home. Anybody with any STDs you want to talk about? No? We're on the internet. Nobody's watching. Come on. Do we have any testimonies? Do we have any testimonies about, okay, what happens at the church stays at the church. So we'll stop that. What else did I miss? Did I talk about going to jail? No, I didn't. I spent 5 days in jail. Anybody else who's been to jail? Ooh, yeah. I spent 5 days in jail. And my son still thinks I'm a superhero. He came up with a story that I was out fighting the bad guys and instead of sleeping with them. So, yeah, and then and the food is horrible. Stay away. The food is horrible. I traded most of my food away for blowjobs. For blowjobs. And you know, the only time I miss the fellas in the cell is when it's time to paint the fingers on my right hand. Hey, man, my name has been Jimmy Shaw. It's been a blast. Thank you guys for having me.
Jimmy Shaw, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Jimmy Shaw. We are going to be going to Indiana Talks Radio commercial break. We will be back at 9:07. Real quick, I'd like to thank Indiana Talks Radio, indianatalksradio.com, Bud and Breakfast at budandbeeffast.com, Marion County Auto Auction, High on the Hill, and Tippy Hemp. We'll see you guys at 8:07. Love you. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome back to the First Church of Cannabis presents the Comedy Grinder, an Auto Nation presentation. We'd like to let everybody know that event booking is available for the Comedy Grinder. We do the Comedy Grinder Roadshow. We can bring comedy straight to you. For booking information, please call Auto Nation Unlimited at yahoo.com. Comedy performances tonight are intellectual property of the artist and are not to be used without express written permission. All rights reserved. The Comedy Grinder is an Auto Nations production. Are you guys ready to get this thing going? Give me a big heck yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome to the stage the very fabulous Logan Hendry. Show me love.
Thank you. You guys enjoying comedy tonight? Yeah, you guys ready to watch me do some comedy? Sure. Yeah, I didn't hear you. I said, are you guys ready to watch me cut loose in the one environment in which I feel safe so that later something as silly and insignificant as my roommate sneezing without covering his mouth and nose doesn't lead to a depressive spiral ending 4 hours later with me waking up in a puddle of drugstore bourbon, hot dog vomit. You guys ready for that? Hell yeah. Fantastic. Well, let's get it going then. Fact! I sleep with my shoes on in case there's a fire because I don't know how not to be nervous. That is true. That is true. Thank you. Fact! No matter where we go or what we do, my mother refers to me as her other son. That is... Thank you. Fact! Last week, my therapist said I'm not a boundaries guy. So then I tried to kiss her. Fact! I am currently looking for a new therapist. That is true. That is true. One more. Fact! For the last 15 years, I thought that Guy Fieri and Rascal Flatts were the same goddamn person. Same person. I am sorry, folks, but they can just not both look like that. There's no explanation for it. So how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody good? Yeah. Good. I am not too fucking good. My truck broke down a few blocks away from here, and I had to walk the rest of the way. I say to myself, Logan, you drive a 1987 Chevy S10, cost you $400. But you've got a $350 Vitamix blender in your kitchen. It is about priorities, Logan. You don't even make the fucking juices you said you were gonna make. So I had to walk the rest of the way. It's not a long walk, a few blocks, you know what I mean? It's not a long walk for like most people. Everyone else is probably like, oh my God, what a cute little walk. Like, I'll get my Gatorade and my Shape-Ups and let's fucking do it. But for me, I just took a 14-mile trek up a 10% grade, okay? Based on how I'm feeling, my body doesn't understand why I'm not staring out over a beautiful mountain range right now. Instead of staring at a bunch of fucking potheads misspending their time to watch assholes like me try for a half hour at a time. It's goddamn ridiculous, guys. All right, can we get on the page with that? It's ridiculous. Thank you. Yes. Just seems like for this much effort, I could have stayed home. You know what I mean? Kicked back with an easy pair of sweatpants, a mixing bowl full of sad cereal, and a DVR full of Ellen DeGeneres reruns. That sounds like a pretty good Friday night to me. I may be 20, but I'm also living. You know what I'm talking about? Speaking of Ellen DeGeneres, I've recently had to come to terms with the fact that I'm sort of the perfect romantic choice for kind of like mid-30s, on the border lesbians that haven't quite buckled into the lifestyle yet. Because for them, I'm somewhere in between like the fat kid from the Goonies that they thought was cute before they knew what love really meant to them, and like Kathy Bates, somewhere in there. Like I'm just ambiguous enough that I'm whatever they need me to be in the dark, basically. I'll meet these ladies somewhere, probably a Denny's, and it'll be off to the races. Of course, they're going to be racing to play Mythbusters with whatever's in my khakis. And I'm going to be racing to be as accommodating as possible for $140 and a new pack of socks because guess who can't say no to strangers? It's me. It's me. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I joke, but I've had this body all my life. And, well, I'm white. You know, this is America. So I don't have to take responsibility for shit. I gotta blame somebody for this trash can, all right? I picked God. That's right. Pull no punches. Okay? I like to imagine that, okay, first of all, it takes a special kind of person to believe that there's like a magical angry sky dad waiting behind the clouds to spank you with lightning if you fuck up. But if that's who I was as a person, I'd be willing to bet that he gets together with like a team of angels when he's making a new human. And when he was making me, I think it went something like this. Oh, by the way, when you are in heaven, it is very important. You have to call God Coach. He is very big on that. If you get up there, don't get caught not doing it, okay? Anyway, moving on. So I think it was something like this when he was making me. All right, everybody. Here to deal with this Logan kid. He's going to be really, really funny all the time. He's going to have what I like to call a gift from me. He's going to make a lot of people happy with the comedy. Am I right, everybody? Oh, but settle in for it. This one's a doozy. Here's the catch, okay? He doesn't get to be happy. Ever. Ever. Oh, man. He's just going to exist in just an existential fucking fugue state. He's just going to be a swampy casserole of indecision and self-doubt. All right? Just a terrible He just keeps listing on and on over and over. Finally, one of the angels chimes in. He's like, hey, Coach, when does it ever maybe get better for Logan? Then he's like, me damn it, Ricky, you're not listening. It doesn't get better. It just gets worse and worse, and he is funnier for it, and the crowds laugh, and he dies a little inside every fucking night. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. Most Wednesday nights and some Sunday mornings, my mother is a Christian, so she hates that joke. I don't know, it was kind of weird growing up with her, because I had what a lot of people would refer to as a cool mom. Anybody else have a cool mom growing up? Everybody else in the neighborhood was like, Logan, I'm so jealous. Your mom is so awesome, and I just wish that I had a mom that cool. You know? And I'm like, listen, you don't know this fucking psycho, all right? Mom, please turn off the black light and stop fucking rapping. We get it. Your beats are sick. It is finals week right now. Mom, for the last time, please stop wearing socks with your sandals, okay? It is not an ironic jab at society. It's just another reason the teachers don't invite you to the meetings anymore, okay? Mom, please stop trying to sell me on Nickelback and help me with my fucking math. I just want to get a good grade on this math class so I can go off to college, not have to raise my kids in a goddamn trailer park, Mom! I did spend the first 8 years of my life in a trailer park. It was okay. It was okay. My mom worked hard to make it a nice environment for a while. But it took a lot of the magic out of some of the moments you might otherwise have in being a child. Just one example. One time when I was about 5 years old, we had this big, beautiful conch shell, and my mother would always have it up on this high shelf. She didn't want us playing with it. One day she pulled it down and she said, Logan, if you take this conch shell and you hold it up to your ear and you really believe, you'll hear the ocean. And so I'm like, no fucking way. I mean, I was 5, I didn't say that. But I was like, that's incredible. Please allow me. And I take this conch shell, middle of a trailer park, just trying to live my magic. And for some reason, the ocean sounded an awful lot like domestic violence. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. I was listening, like, God damn it, bitch! I told you twice. Bam! I'm like, oh God, Mom, what was that? Nothing, sweetie. The neighbors are doing crack again. Turn up the TV. Go to sleep. Everything is just fine. Mama is here until you're sleeping. And then she's at the bar trying to be a star with a DJ table, Everybody needs their limelight. Everybody does. Fantastic. Okay. Shh, 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 shh. I want you all to do me a favor right now, okay? It's a very important favor. I want you all to I want you all to close your eyes for Logan, okay? And I want you to imagine that we're in a big, beautiful open space, all right? Mike Pence is 1,000,000 miles away. We're all just happy. We're holding hands, loving one another. Green pastures, blue skies, the whole fucking nine, everybody, all right? With your eyes closed. Ma'am, with the eyes. I can see you. Thank you. With the eyes closed, I want you to imagine me as your leader, okay? And I'm going to lead you into the next joke with a segue. Thank you so much. So the other day, I was in Walmart. And I was buying avocados. It was fucking Hot Pockets. And I get up to the counter, and the lady starts to ring me up, and she says, "Are you okay today, sir?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." I go about my business. I'm getting my wallet out, getting ready to pay the lady. And then from the mouth of someone who has clearly misjudged our relationship, I hear, Are you sure you're all right? And I'm like I had to pause and just take a break in my own head. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure, is what I say out loud. But then back here, I've got this whole thing tumbling, finally, the past year of the breakup and the 3 different jobs and the 2 different cities, all of it just comes up at once, and I'm like, you know what? I am not all right. Oh man, it's been a tough one. It has been a tough one. But I'll tell you what, that's none of your goddamn business, is it, Debbie? Why are you even asking, Debbie? Are you asking because you want to know if I'm doing okay today? Are you asking so that later, when you clock out of your second shift job at Walmart, you can walk back to the boss's office and knock on the door and say, "Hey, Bill, went the extra mile to help a customer today," all in the hopes of getting that promotion you've been wanting. Even though we both know you don't get that promotion until you go down on him, because that's how our disgusting fucking misogynistic country works, Debbie. Why do you even want that promotion? You trying to get some better dental so you can get some braces for your 18-year-old son who's really been needing them? Well, where's his dad at, Debbie? Why isn't he helping? Oh, shit, Debbie, I am so sorry. I forgot. Let's take a walk down memory lane, Debbie. You and me. You and me. January 25th of 1998, the Green Bay Packers lose 24-31 against the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl. Your husband, Debbie, disheveled, disgruntled, leaves to buy cigarettes and never comes home. You raised the boy alone, Debbie. You are not a bad lady, and I don't want to hate you. Just ring up my fucking Hot Pockets and don't ask me questions that you're not ready to hear the answer to. Thank you. I'm an emotional guy. Been that way all my life. I get worked up, you know. But Debbie, she was a nice lady, you know. She was a nice lady, and she was a good cashier. And that is important. I've been a cashier. I identify with cashiers. Because we need them. We really do. Not everybody can be a fancy lawyer, all right? We need those people. That's why when you run into a real piece of shit, you have to do your business when you're on stage. Here goes this fucking guy. I was in this stupid little gas station in this weird little town called Ladoga, Indiana. August, I want to say last year, maybe 2 years ago, and we were stopping off on the way down to Vincennes to drop 2 of my cousins off at college. And I walk in to this gas station, and there's just this fat, balding Indian man just standing behind the counter. And I say, "Excuse me, sir, where's the restroom?" He says, "It is in the back. You will have to use the women's. The men's is out of order." I thought, oh, okay. Like he was Indian, but there was so much hate in this man's heart I could sense. It just kind of came out Russian, you know what I mean? But I start to walk away. Ha! And I get about right here with this guy. And we lock eyes. And he is looking at me like I am the worst person in the world. Just a piece of shit, like a tumbleweed from Trash Mountain that just blew down and fucking up his day. He looks at me like I am the worst person in the world, and everything is slow motion and horrifying. And he goes, "Don't fuck up." Okay, first of all, what had to have happened in that men's restroom for him to feel the need to warn me not to fuck up something that I've been doing since I was in diapers? I just had to imagine, I don't know what broke inside my brain or when, but I just had to imagine some kid, right? Probably 16, 17 years old, runs out of the bathroom with his pants around his ankles, and he just stops. He looks at the guy and he's like, "Hey, man, I shit in your sink," and then he just takes off and he's gone. This guy thinks, oh, it's just kids being kids. So he decides to call a plumber instead of the police. But what he doesn't know is that this kid's just getting started. He goes home and tells his mom what he did. She's too Xanaxed out to notice him stealing one of her 2 p.m. bottles of wine in the family car. Now he's on a cruise. Meets a guy named Chico behind a Circle K. Tries blow for the first time and fucking loves it, am I right, brother? Now he is really out there. Maybe beats up Chico's dog and steals his pistol. Goes for a jog and no pants again for some reason. Shoots a widow in the kneecap. She survives, but now she's got 2 wounds to heal. Maybe sets fire to a church and pisses on its ashes. Kicks over a couple of anthills. Becomes an overnight Bill Cosby fan. All this terrible shit. This guy's standing back here behind his counter looking at me like I'm fat trash. All right? But you called a plumber instead of the police, my guy. He's shitting your sink. And that is on you. Anything that comes after automatically and forever is on you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I have recently come to terms with the idea that life is a lie, but like an ocean of lies, right? And I am drowning. I just say, "Oh, no life jacket for me, friend. And I'm just going to swim to the bottom with my mouth open and pray to God for a miracle." Am I right? Oh, we have fun. We have fun at the First Church of Cannabis Comedy Grinder. Oh, so I'm a comedian, or I try to be, and I've kind of decided just in recent weeks that the only real difference between being a comedian and being a poet is what you do with your glasses when you're on stage. And I think I fucking got it nailed down. Check this out right now. Boom, comedian. Gorgeous, hunk of man. Also, / comedian. Check this out. The sad young clown lingers at the lip of the stage. There he will cast up from his body, out through his throat, his heart, where he will leave it upon the floorboards worn bare by better men before him. I said, leave it, whether they laugh or not. His tongue, silver, shimmering in a sea of light, juts out into an ocean of darkness as a stethoscope, aching to establish the pulse of the room. Yeah. The silent masses speak volumes, as it were. Thank you. Last week I performed that joke in Bloomington, of all places, and I was given an award, a plaque and everything, for the whitest joke ever written. Thank you. Yeah, it was very nice of them. I got it above my mantle. It's a reminder of who I am. My culture and heritage. Jesus Christ. Here's where it's going to get a little controversial. I hope you folks will stay on board with me. A lot of venues don't want you to use racist material in your set, but I'm just going to dive right in. I like to think of myself as a trendsetter. So here goes. Whew. I hate white people. I know it's a stretch, because you're looking at me and you're like, Logan, you're white, but it stacks up. I hate myself too. But I hate white people. I do. And it's not their fault that they are the way they are, right? It's not our fault that we had everything all at once forever. We didn't mean to be this way, but we didn't object. I don't know. Take what you will from that. But I think my least favorite thing of all has got to be college-age white people. They all look and talk exactly the same. They've all got, they're buried in their phones the whole fucking time. People my age, but not me. They're buried in their phones the whole time, and never a word edgewise ever. They're just, huh? They've all got their snapbacks, their flat bill hats on backwards. They got their Oakleys and their Ray-Bans. Every single one of them has a pair of khaki shorts up to here, and then Nike socks like up to here, and Adidas flippies. You got to have those. White girls my age, all the same too. Usually they've got Ugg boots and jeggings on, which never go well together. You think they look good together? They don't. They don't. They've all got the same tattoos. I swear to God, I think white girls had a meeting at some point. And they were like, listen, if you girls don't all look and sound exactly the same, we will cleave you from the herd and leave you to die in the wilderness. Woo! You better get those anchor tattoos. You better get those real quick. You better get a dream catcher tattooed on yourself. The infinity symbol. You've got to have it either tattooed or on a necklace. It's your job, girl. All right? I don't know what it is. Here's the absolute, the scenario that makes me physically ill when I think about it, and that is being in a suburban minivan in a family of 4 setting, okay? You got mom and dad in the front seat clutching 80 ounces of gas station cola with their fucking sausage fingers. You've got their 2 kids in the back seat, 5 and 7, older brother's over here wearing a $180 pair of Beats by Dre that he doesn't fucking deserve. He's sitting over there like a fucking psycho, flicking his nipple to Monsters, Inc. Nobody knows what he's doing. His little sister, a little younger over here, sitting over here. She's asleep with a large lollipop stuck to her face and hair. Then, of course, because she's asleep and he's got his headphones in, they don't hear mom and dad arguing in the front seat because, well, I hate to give out the secrets, but dad's addicted to internet porn and mom can't stop buying diet pills. All the time. Literally missed mortgage over diet pills. It's a problem. It's a problem. I think the worst part about, I don't know, a lot of people are addicted to internet porn. Isn't that fun? An addiction it is. I'm not saying I was addicted, but I watched a lot of porn for a while there, and recently I decided I'm not going to do that anymore. I can't watch porn online anymore. And it happened a few weeks ago. I was watching this one, and it's sort of like the classic setup, like last minute, so like their friend Derek is in the corner with an iPhone, you know what I mean? But it's like these two college-age kids, here we go again, two college-age kids come on screen, they're both gorgeous, and like the curtains are drawn, but you can tell it's near a beach, one of these kind of things, and the girl looks out of her fucking mind, out of her mind. And she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, she's stunning, and then this guy over here is the kind of handsome that no one should ever be, and if they are that handsome, they shouldn't know that about themselves. And this guy knew it about himself, and he insisted on being called Rex because of it. That kind of white guy. And so they start going at it, right? And then at some point during my masturbation, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, right? The fucking technical term. I see this look in her eyes, and it's glazed over. And I had to do it. I had a flashback on her behalf, and it was 20 years earlier. Two kids sitting in the back of an 87 Oldsmobile that look about like these two do now. All right? And they're fucking to a Bob Seger cassette tape. After about 3.5 minutes, he launches a load of PBR and Ritalin-infused baby gravy up into her kid cannon. 9 months later, she belches 8 pounds of screaming meat into the universe. Name it Chelsea. Chelsea has asthma from the day she's born until she's 13, 7th grade. She joins cheerleading, gets a little confidence about herself, realizes, oh shit, I can breathe in front of strangers. So she goes on to high school, cheerleading all the way. She gets C's, not good, but good enough. She gets into college, right? And when she goes to college, joins a sorority, on her first spring break, they go to Panama City Beach. She tries cocaine one time. 30 minutes later, she's 3 blocks from the beach on the 3rd story of a Hotel La Quinta, getting dicked down by Rex, who refuses to take off his fucking sunglasses. I just can't watch porn anymore, is the thing, guys. I just can't do it. I don't mean to get political on you, but it's last minute. I'm going to get a little political on you. Earlier this week, my favorite person in existence, Bernie Sanders, endorsed Hillary Clinton for president. Now, a lot of my friends are pretty upset. I think it's a brilliant move. I think he's playing chess, and he's moving in for checkmate. But I can't convince anybody, and I sound like a psycho because I only say it when I'm stoned. But I think that Hillary Clinton being the next leader of the free world, most likely, God forbid Trump, you know, I just want to paint a picture for you, something that if you hate Hillary Clinton or you really love Hillary Clinton, you can carry this with you through all of your days. Somewhere, between 500 and 1,500 miles from this exact location, Hillary Clinton has her legs up in a lazy boy recliner. She's paying a young, red-headed soldier pennies on the goddamn dollar to whisper in her ear over and over again, "Yes, Madam President," while she strokes herself downstairs with a pen Henry Kissinger gave her. And she dreams about straddling a fracking drill. Ladies and gentlemen, the next leader of the free world, There you go, right there. You carry that image with you for the rest of your days, and it'll get you through 4 to 8 years. Promise you that. Promise you that. Before I go, I just want to answer a question that I am sure a lot of you are probably asking. Jesus Christ. Which is, no, I do not sleep well at night. I spend a lot of time in the dark staring at what I hope is my coat hanging up, nursing a stomach ache, and then usually right around 3 in the morning, listening to the sound of a grown man's voice screaming inside of my head. But it's fine. I'm not psychotic, right? Like, mostly. Because it's usually my voice in there, and it's usually something to the effect of, did you really need that Big Mac at midnight, you asshole? That is a daytime food and you know it. This is why she left. And they're like 3:06 in the morning. Everyone else is still fucking sleeping, and I'm just hunched over my laptop, ass naked in the dark, just Googling stomach cancer. And the logical half of my brain is like, hey, Logan, do you think the stomach pain is maybe related to the Big Mac? And then the other half of my brain that's always way louder is like, no, definitely cancer. Settle in, Logan. It's going to be an expensive year. My name is Logan Scott Hendry. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for Logan Henry. All right, we're just going to keep things rolling right along. We're going to bring up to the stage our house lunatic. He is the archangel of the First Church of Cannabis, ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Coble.
Yay for me. Make sure you can see that for the product placement. Smart Water. Hey, why does all the water I drink got to be filtered and bottled and sold to me? Maybe I'm getting smarter. Have you ever been to Flint? I don't know. Have you ever wondered why Nestle Ice Mountain puts fluoride in it? I don't know. It's the active ingredient in Prozac. Hey, happy to pay for that water. 24-pack for $4. Water, a natural resource. I'm paying for it. Smart water. Learning to be smart. Nestle's been pumping free water. The quality on Ice Mountain is going to go down. So they're going to have to pay. I'm making another prediction. Hey, guess where they're using all of our clean water for fracking? Nestle. Because water isn't free. The CEO even said that. Nobody gets water for free. He's a fucking extra from Ice Pirates, for Christ's sakes. This is the stupidest fucking bunch of cocksuckers. Hey, did that just go out on the radio? Yes, it did. Nestle suck cock. Oh, sorry, did that go out? Product placement. Smart water. Learning to be smart. America. Jesus. Fucking. Hey, happy birthday to me. Thank you. And the title of the episode is A False Flag Birthday. It was actually Wednesday. Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. I've been in the bunker making bean pies for the church. I have been working trying to free the world from the obvious fucking corruption of it. Oh geez, did I call Mike Pence correct? Did I call that in April? Did I? You're fucked. You're fucked. Yeah, you know why I knew it 2 weeks ago? It's very absolutely for sure. Because they have to print all that shit 2 weeks in advance before they can send it out to the little events. Do some homework, motherfuckers. You can do research. You can go look around. All these assholes, they're stupid. They're bosses. They don't know nothing about nothing. You're going to pick a running mate, you're going to need to have placemats. You're going to need to have hats. Somebody's going to rat you out, Mike, you piece of shit. Trump didn't go last night saying he wanted to dump Pence. That's a load of crap. That's reality show horse shit. He knew 2 weeks ago it was a lock because he put money down on the fucking paper. He got placemats and table settings. Ooh. Well, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be my running mate. Did they buy it? Do you believe he really wants to be president? No. No. See? Guy up there believes with me too. Somebody's sitting on their alarm. I'll just tell you that right now. Or that's the car bomb I've been waiting for. Seriously, I expect to be murdered. I fully expect it. You can't be right about Pence and all this shit all the time. You know, because last week I said something about Turkey. Guess what? Military overthrow in Turkey. Ooh, just happened today. Isn't that crazy? Crazy, crazy, crazy. It's like Jerry fucking reads. You know? Why don't you want to support Hillary? Is it because of the emails? No, I don't support Hillary because France sent her a note that said, hey man, Gaddafi's going to get a banking system and free Africa from servitude from us, and we don't want to lose our colony. So you think you guys could go to war on our behalf and maybe kill the fucker? And Hillary said, by golly, yeah. In the memos, WikiLeaks, you can send a person to the same page that's got her fucking email information on it, and they still won't believe you. Whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever. That honking's great. Can you hear that on the feed?
I don't think so.
It says that maybe that's my heart.
You say you want a revolution, well, you know,
You gotta stay until the end. Sorry, Bernie. You gotta hustle, buddy. You know, you can talk about, okay, all right. So here's the game plan, man. I'm a dungeon master. I'm gonna square you guys up on this shit right now. So here's the deal. You approach the guy and you say you're gonna get your progressive planks in the platform as long as you do this servitude thing that's required by the Electoral College stuff. When you go into the convention, you have to plead loyalty because they don't want civil conflict within the ranks. All right, so here's the thing. Everybody's counting on Hillary getting arrested. Notice it stopped. Right? Pay attention, motherfuckers. I know how it's going down. I read the script. Jesus. Fucking kidding me? Like, okay, so if they manage to put the FBI will get her before the convention. The FBI will get her before the convention. No, they're all bought. Really? Who's going to go after her next? The next group of bot guys. I hate to break it to you. And the election? Okay, relax, folks. Donald Trump is not going to win. Okay, it's not going to happen. The voting booths are already fixed. It's been fixed since the last primary. They were working it out on Bernie, and nobody wanted to believe it. But now we'll just all agree because Hillary's going to win, and it's going to be a hanging Chad horseshit kind of thing that the Bush dynasty has led into the Clinton dynasty, and our overlords will just continue to run us. Because, I'm perfectly honest, the whole Bernie thing, if you'd have said up front, here's a bullshit maneuver. Here's a way to discredit a person is you make them endorse you or you lose your super delegates. My question is, who the fuck cares? Super delegates? What a crock of shit. Smart water. It is the Electoral College too. It's the whole thing. This thing's always been a setup. Relax, folks. It's time to start laughing because it's out in the fucking open. Come on. It is. Let's just lighten up. We all have jobs in prison coming up. It's going to be great. Just by being in this room, you're already somebody who's probably been watched by the guy in the car. He was taking notes and leaned on his horn the whole time. Ooh, there's a guy in the front row that's a friend of Logan's. Ooh, he laughed a lot about the Hillary thing. I wonder if he'll wind up in an alley with 4 shots in his back like his DNC staffer. The guy that was in charge of election fraud. Yep. And there's that light in my phone. I'm like, oh. Jerry's last moments. If I get killed, I want my last moments to be. Remember that picture of Ruby shooting Oswald? You know, and Oswald looks exactly like Cam O'Connor with that whole thing. And you're like, oh. I'd be like, except it would be me off to the left with me and a microphone in my hand going like this. And then that's when they get me because I'll be doing my Elvis death throes thing. Or the Morrison. Take what you want. You need an icon. You need something to wrap your little cause around. Kill me. I'm down for it. You want a martyr? I got a fucking haircut for this. I'll tell you what. I did. I heard my minions talking shit about my hair behind my back. And I was just like, what? They're talking behind me. Well, yeah, it's your hair. You're the head of the church and you look like a ruffian. A real degenerate with your long hair. Ooh. Better get a haircut. You're the face of the church. Well, thank you so much, because, I'd hate to be anything like Jesus, who looked like fucking hippie prototype. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ, really? Oh, the hair takes away from the message, because we can't hear when we're looking at how you are. Oh, I get it. It's all fucking superficial horseshit. Fine, right. I'm coming back next week. I'm going to wear a bikini. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, how about the message? The clothing's changed, but the message is still the same. Are you distracted? Do you care? You didn't care when I was dressed normal and had regular hair. Why would you fucking care now that I'm wearing a bikini and I have a haircut? Why would you? I'm just glad you waited before the crucifixion to tell me my hair looked like shit, though. Because nobody told Jesus. They had him up on the cross there, and it was like the last day. They're like, hey, man, sorry, we meant to tell you, the PR guy, but we didn't. And we all told Jesus to tell you, man, you needed to cut a little bit more, maybe go with a perm, you know? You get a Lindsey Buckingham whole thing going there up on the, you'd be the, those thorns wouldn't stick in your head, man. The hair would poof it right up. You just think. Practicality, that's all I'm saying. So. Istanbul or Constantinople. Istanbul or Constantinople. It's the hinge pin of the free world. Going to blow it up. Keep the immigrants out of Europe. Sometimes people listen to the truth when you put it to music. Election fraud, everybody got some election fraud. You think, you gotta do it in country because those are the most stubborn motherfuckers ever. They don't, they're still arguing Confederate flag horse shit. I'm like, really? Jesus Christ. Why don't you just say you're a Dukes of Hazzard fan? Why don't you, cut the fucking, I don't know, man. Attached ourselves to our lives of history, of what history really is. Amazing. Amazing. WikiLeaks. Smart water. Well, hi there, global endorser. Hey, and I got... The International Coalition of Comedians wrote me up again. Because, again, they said I was not taking this seriously enough. And I am not taking this seriously. I am 49 years old. I found the last bastion of free speech where they can't murder me for it or arrest me for it. It's right here. I've known that since forever. But, go out and stand up in front of the G.I. Joe cops that you got going in front of you now. That's good, and protest all nice, because my hearing is Obama said it's okay to shoot at you. Okay. Golly, got quiet real quick there. We were going to go out for a cook picnic or something, but you never know when the cops are going to show up and beat your ass or have a protest rally. This is where I would like to really put the Pokemon Go to practical use, right? Make them go to places where they would be needed. Like, if you want to be against Trump, send a bunch of people to a Trump rally. Find, I guess some appropriately racist Pokemon to go there or whatever. Send these kids to the places they need to go to see this shit. Come on, let's go hunting. Let's go hunting a weevil in Beirut. Let's do that. Let's go to, a Snorlax. Oh, well, that is America. Jeez, did you catch the Snorlax? No, you are the Snorlax. The revolution happened. You drank the smart water, you had the fluoride, you're very happy with your game. Which gives away all your information to the organizations that are tracking you, just saying. It's easier to control if they think you're stupid, just for the record. Just for the record. I'm a buffoon. I'm a dangerous person to them, really. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not picking the sides. I don't care. I see the whole system's fucking corrupt. Remember that The Dark Knight? Some people just want to watch it all burn. Sometimes it's time to watch it all burn. France does it all the fucking time. Right? It's the same deal. The problem is the corruption is in so many places, and the guys that are holding guns on you are also owned by those guys. So, interestingly enough, the Rothschilds are having a $100,000 a plate fundraiser for Hillary. $100,000 a plate. The Illuminati is coming out of the woodworks to have a fundraising dinner for Hillary Clinton. Now let me get this straight. All of the evil leaders of the free world are going to be having dinner with Hillary Clinton on the same night. Internet. I want to address the one loner out there. The free cell operative. You know your name. Operation Paperclip. Gladio. The time is now, my brothers, arise. Yeah. The last thing he said was something about Gladio. I don't know. I think he was just happy to be here. I don't know what that's even about. That's Gladio is the operative word that every country uses to create strife within their country in order to make the people run to them for cover. Dallas. July 4th, there was prior to July 4th, there was a Craigslist ad asking for crisis actors in Houston. the week or so before the shooting. Now, there are 2 other ones out right now that came out a couple days ago. One of them is for, I believe, Jacksonville, and the other one is up in Vermont, which is real close to Philadelphia, I think. Just a hunch. Also in Denver, I don't know if you guys remember the Guy Fawkes arrest. They had a Guy Fawkes demonstration, and 100 people got arrested. Now, here's something interesting. Out of those 100 people, 27 of them were undercover police agents. Shadow police, they like to call them. And they've been doing this since '68. I got the year right. Starting riots within the organizations. They go within the organizations and they counter up. And the guys who always had the craziest lunatic ideas, usually about violence or getting something illicit, is usually the fucking cop. Go figure. So you got these guys instituting shit because they don't want you to talk. They will go to such a degree that they will sabotage you in your own meetings. And they will show up and they will fuck your shit up. And you wonder why there's strife. And every time something happens around here, I go, is that motherfucker a cop? Who's fucking with my show this week? We're all on the same page, right? This is a cannabis organization. The church's organization and my position are exactly in unison. We both all believe that cannabis should be legalized, and it's being stepped on by crooked, shifty politicians. Evan Bayh's coming back in the game. It's all these old assholes are coming back to the feeding trough. Evan Bayh, what was the name of the chick that you murdered? Oh, or had murdered. I don't remember. Was it Pixie something? I can't remember, but that's why you retired the first time, wasn't it? But nobody remembers. Pokemon Go. Your old man was wanted for sexual assault too. Evan, wasn't that a case too? Or you guys even hide that shit anymore? Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. John Gregg comes out. The fucking guy gave himself life insurance for life and then bailed. Kept it. You know, these guys are all assholes. These guys are all assholes. Anybody who's been in office for more than 5 years has been bought. If you go to a Democratic National Convention and have to swear a loyalty oath for the party, you were already corrupted. You will validate the TPP. You will, because you're part of the party. There's no independence in party. There's politics in party. And you can get what you can get. You can call it what you want. I'm going to make another prediction. Hillary Clinton's going to walk into this fucker. It's already fixed. Relax. She's going to start the war. It's already on paper. It's already down. The plan's already in motion. The people that run things. She's going to walk into the thing. I say Bernie's dead in 2 years. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'll challenge it. Because maybe that won't happen, but I'll tell you what, I would never if I were an evil Illuminati asshole, I would never let that man get next to a place where he could do what he did this year. Because what he did almost pulled it off. He almost pulled it off. And maybe at the end it's going to be some magical game playing, but honestly the thing is all that magical game playing relies on everybody else in the chain doing the right thing. If the feds won't get her, Loretta Lynch won't get her, nobody gonna get her. It's bought and sold already, man. And the problem isn't even electoral. That's the thing. It doesn't even involve in that. This is bigger than that. Your whole culture is being bought by rich men. Citizens United. Look for those assholes. George Soros. There's a reason why he's not allowed in Russia. Okay? It's craziest shit ever, man. Vladimir Putin might be a hero. Holy fuck. Muammar Gaddafi, a martyr. Holy fuck. That's insane. Welcome to the new world, kids. Welcome to the new world, kids. You know, and the thing is back in the old days, they used to call these conspiracy theories, but they were all actual truth. You talk about the HAARP program, you know, weather control, and everybody's, oh, this is crazy talk. But the thing is after World War II, they pretty much did whatever the fuck they wanted, science-wise. And it's all out there. The HAARP technology is out there. The internet's at your disposal. I encourage you to go within that and check it out and double-check your sources. Find out who the bullshitters are. Because here's a new thing, the clickbait thing. People posting things saying one thing when it's obviously not what it's about. Saying that Bernie endorsed versus Bernie just said, okay, he'll work with her. There's two different groups playing parties here. Everybody's playing parties. It's all media spin control. The thing is, if you follow it back to original sources, you can find out who's telling the truth. But you have to actually look. You have to look. And if I could put a Pokemon in WikiLeaks, I fucking would. Because people have got to go look. You have to go look. And I know that's... Okay, so here's a happy thing on the birthday thing. I have cake downstairs. So now that you've been initially propagandized, there's Kool-Aid and cake in the basement. And you're all welcome to join in. We've already dug some trenches for them out back, so we're going to save the government one whole step. So Anyway, thank you guys for coming out and supporting live comedy. That's my time. Thank you guys so much for coming out. And like I said, we do really seriously have cake. And we will share it with you down in the basement if you'd like some. And thanks a lot. And thanks for putting up with my thing. You know, I got to get it out there. Let's give this up. Let's give it up for Jimmy Shaw, Grant Volkmar, Suhail Khan, and Logan Henry. Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
And one more time for Mr. Jerry Gobble. Donation and the First Church of Canvas would like to thank you for joining us in our studio audience. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Indiana Talks Radio, Bud and Breakfast, Marion County Auto Auction, High on the Hill, and Tippy Ham. Have a great night, everyone.